Hey everyone, I'm here, I'm live, we're ready to rock and roll. We've got a couple of minutes before we get started here. Let me know if you're here. Give me a thumbs up, send me a heart, let those nerves calm down. I posted on my Facebook that I was feeling like I was having a bit of a Sheldon moment. I'm not sure if you guys have seen any of the Big Bang, where he's got his little TV online computer show that he's airing about the flags. I'm kind of having a moment like that right now, and yeah, it's kind of funny. Anyway, hope people are there. Hope this is live. Okay, I can see that Lori is watching. Hey Lori, how's it going? Hey Nicole, glad you guys can make it. We're gonna get started in a couple of minutes. I feel like I'm totally waiting for the party to start. Which we are, right? We're waiting for a little Facebook party, but I'm doing it a little different. Okay, I don't know how to adjust my volume though, Lori. Lori just let me know that my volume was a little bit loud. Okay, let me try that if I turn it down behind my phone. Okay, am I back? I tried to lower my volume, Lori, but I paused it and I deleted me. How is it now? Yes. Hey Steve, how's it going? Okay, I'm glad the volume is better there. So if everybody wants to kind of say hello and let me know where you're watching from, that would be great. We're just going to kind of give it a few minutes and let a few more people kind of show up to our party before we get started. I haven't done a live feed like this before, so I've seen it done. Hopefully, we just keep on going here. Hi, Norma. For those of you who haven't been on this end, it's kind of cool. I can see you guys popping in. Um, and what's going to happen is I've got some amazing co-stars behind me that are going to be helping out. Carrie Huckle and Marnie Thompson are going to be answering some questions in this news comment feed that you guys are all letting me know where you're from. We've got Nicole from Edmonton and a Nicole from Grand Prairie. Norma's in Sylvan Lake. So we've got people popping up all over in here, which is awesome. So if any questions do come up through the presentation, feel free to go ahead while you're thinking about it and ask away. I'm going to try to not get distracted by the comments coming in, because I want to try to just stay on track and deliver a little bit of information for you. But Carrie and Marnie are going to be back there and answering any of your questions that you might have, okay? We got Terrace, BC, Redwood Meadows. Hey, Misty, thanks for coming out tonight. There's no escaping. I actually really can tell who's coming on right now, so that's pretty cool. Hope everybody is having a great night. Staying a little bit dry out there. Hi, Lindsay from Calgary. Kayla. Hey, guys. My cousins are here. I love it. You guys are awesome. So I think we should probably go ahead and get started. For the people that are going to be popping in after, this is all being recorded. I'm going to press, I hope this all gets recorded and it just airs for us. There's going to be some really good information. Like I was saying, post your questions up and hopefully we can get those sorted out. In the beginning, I'm going to do a little bit differently. I'm going to do a live presentation for you talking about the nutritional aspect and the vitamins. And then afterwards, I've got a great video that I want to share with you. So please stick around. If you saw my Facebook post the other day, with some oatmeal hanging out on my counter, I want to show you what the results of that were from. So I wanted to do the Facebook party because, of course, everybody else is doing it, and or the Facebook Live, and finally we have that on the Android phone, and so I wanted to be able to try it out. I'm really hoping that this is going to be a great way to be able to deliver some new information out there for people. The idea came to me last week when I went into our medical clinic and um, my receptionist was sick and she was coughing, and one of our nurses was also sick and sneezing, and of course it's a medical clinic, so there's sick people, you know, coming and going all day long, and we're very susceptible in there to getting colds and things. And then I popped into Facebook like I do every day and checked in on my friends and family, and through my newsfeed, you know, I was seeing more people. It was the back to school season, and you're seeing all these fabulous pictures of little kids and big kids going back to school and the happy smiling faces. And then just a couple of days later, we're getting sick and we're bringing home colds and we're bringing home the flu. And I actually thought to myself, wow, it's been a really long time since I've gone through that, since I've been, you know, I might get a tickle in my throat or a couple of sneezes, but that down and out horrible nasty cold, you know, the one that's keeping you home from school or from work, I haven't had one of those in a really long time. And so I wanted to be able to share with you why I haven't been that sick, and knock on some wood that that doesn't, you know, come up and karma kick me in the butt right now, okay? I know that all of us out there, we're all looking for helping our body, ways to make us healthier, ways to make us perform better. And the easy answer, and the answer that's being pushed at us all the time, is just take a multivitamin, take a vitamin, take a supplement. You need to add these into your diet. And the idea tonight is to help you understand that you do have other options, okay, other than the multivitamins and the supplements and everything that are sitting out there on the counter. But the nitty-gritty question, do we actually need vitamins? Well, that answer actually goes all the way back to like 1795 when the sailors were going exploring. And they actually discovered that by drinking lime juice, they weren't getting scurvy. So they didn't know why this was happening or how this was working, but what they did know was that if they drank the lime juice, they wouldn't get scurvy. And the dudes that didn't drink the lime juice, they got scurvy. In the early 1900s, we thought that scurvy was a bacteria. And so we still didn't really know where this was coming from or what we were going to be able to do about it. It's a pretty big fact to know that we do need our vitamins. Okay, so without that vitamin C, we're going to get scurvy. Thankfully, that doesn't happen to us anymore. Without your vitamin A, you can actually develop a night blindness. And without vitamin D, we can get rickets. I don't even know if you guys know what rickets are, if you've heard about those lately. They've pretty much been exonerated, and that's because we've been adding that vitamin D into our foods. I'm not disputing the fact at all that our bodies need these vitamins. We do. The sailors figured it out that if they had their lime juice, they weren't going to get scurvy. I mean, that's just obvious to us now. But over the last 100 years, oops, you can see me licking my finger on my paper. That's awesome. We've learned so much over the past 100 years between the health and disease and what we're putting into our body and what our body is actually giving us back. The research of a disease called beriberi actually played another huge role in understanding the role of food and proper diet in the early 1900s. William Fletcher learned that this disease could be prevented by eating the unpolished rice instead of the polished. He concluded that the husk of the rice must contain certain nutrients that were essential to life. We now know these as essential vitamins. Okay, at this point, as I'm doing my research, I actually started to wonder, why in 1905 are we taking rice apart? Why is there polished? Why is there unpolished? What's going on here? We should have realized even way back then when we were trying to figure out what was going on with these chickens that had this beriberi, let's not mess with Mother Nature, okay? She gave us everything that we needed, and we acted like some typical teenagers trying to make things easier, make them faster, grow them better. And how did that actually work out for us? Well, today I have to show you this. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that. Can you guys see that in there? I'm going to read it anyway. 1 in 3 people will live with some form of cardiovascular disease. 1 in 3 women will fight cancer. 1 in 2 men will fight cancer. 1 in 3 of us is obese. 116 million people are living with chronic pain. And 1 in 3 will have diabetes by the year 2050. Okay, how is this really working out for us? Have we grown up enough to actually get ourselves out of that teenage mode? You know, most of us, I think, here are parents or grandparents, or we've had some exposure to that teenage mode where they're like, oh, I totally know how to do this better, Mom. So, oh, sorry, Norma, that my poster was backwards. I'll post it at the very end so that you can see that, okay? So I think that you guys know what I mean. We're ready to do things a little bit differently. In my clinic, I help people overcome addictions to smoking, drugs, and alcohol, overcoming anxiety and depression. And I teach my clients that the best way to detoxify their body is basically to create springtime in your belly. We want this to sound easy, not really hard, right? So what happens during the spring? Grass is growing, the getting greener, the trees are filling out, your flowers are starting to bloom. The green that we see all around us, that's chlorophyll. Very important to our environment. It's very important to our bodies. It does the same thing in our bodies that it does in our environment. It helps to pull out the toxins and oxygenate our blood. And all of the colors that we see popping up, I just call those phytonutrients, and I absolutely love them. So imagine bringing springtime into your belly. Imagine being able to bring your digestive tract back to life, just like springtime. By adding all of those amazing colors into our system, you can do that. And now through the study of epigenetics, we now know that this is true. Epigenetics is a really big science word that basically means it is the study of the biological mechanisms that will switch genes on and off. So this means that you have the ability to change some of the genes that you may have inherited through your parents and your grandparents. For example, just because my family has a history of heart disease, this doesn't mean that I am destined to have a heart attack at a young age. What this means, though, is that through my lifestyle choices, I have the ability to turn that piece of DNA off. That is amazing. We once thought that if you had heart disease within your family, you were just destined to be that, okay? So now we can change that. And wouldn't you want to be able to do that? Because I know that I do. The question is, how? So we as human beings, we are a pretty complicated machine. And there is seriously not nearly enough time to be able to go into everything that our bodies do. But I am going to take a few minutes to explain a couple of things that are going on within our system. I have put all of our organs, or our top 3 organs, into a bit of a hierarchy, okay? Just so that we can understand it a little bit better. And it is not to say that the organs that I don't mention don't deserve credits, because they all do. We need them all, and they all play vital, vital roles within us, okay? However, we want to talk about those top 3, in my opinion. Everybody has a heart, right? Everybody has a president. The president, he's the top of your body, and without that heart, you're going down pretty fast. So I call him the president. Your lungs, that's your vice president. You've got about 3 minutes with no oxygen, and then you're going down. So those 2 guys, we cannot live without them. Very, very important, and we must mention them. But my favorite organ, because I'm a geek like that, I do have a favorite organ. That would be the liver. And I actually call the liver your CEO. He's the guy that's in charge of the hiring and the firing and the everything that's going on within your body. I'm pretty amazed at what this liver actually does for us, and I don't think that we give that liver enough credit at all. So your liver, he's responsible for more than 500 different metabolic jobs throughout your day. Plays a role in digestion, sugar and fat metabolism, and the body's immune defense. processes almost everything a person eats, breathes, or absorbs through the skin. About 90% of the body's nutrients pass through the liver from the intestines. The liver converts food into energy, stores nutrients, and produces blood proteins. The liver also acts as a filter to remove pathogens and toxins from the blood. And to do all of this, we need our micronutrients. If we don't have these required nutrients, the kind that were found in the husk of the rice that gave the chickens berry, we cannot break down all of the toxins that are coming through. And then we're causing more damage to our bodies and to our health issues. So how complicated is this? Required nutrients, essential vitamins, break down toxins that we are exposed to. The kicker here is that these required nutrients that we need to come from a live source. The liver answers that very simple question to everything that we pass through our system. Are you food or not? Because if you're not a food, then as the CEO of your body, I am way too busy to take any kind of time to explain to you what needs to be done in a day. I'm sorry, thanks for stopping in, but you're off to the drainage system. And that's why when you take multivitamins, your pee turns yellow, turns a neon color. I always get a kick out of the guys who are like, oh no, I'm totally getting it. My pee is like neon. And I'm like, oh, you're making really expensive pee because that work crew isn't even working. So if your liver deems that you are a real food, he does his happy dance. Yay, thanks for showing up. You got a uniform on, you got your toolbox. You're totally ready to go. Just like every other CEO gets that happy dance when that amazing work crew walks through, and you don't even have to do a thing. You can go back to your paperwork. You can go back to filing what you need to do, and your jobs are all going to be taken care of. That's what happens to fruits and vegetables when they walk into your body and your liver does the happy dance. So how do we get all of this in? Our recommended daily amount for our fruits and vegetables is 7 to 13 fist-sized servings every single day. I don't know about you, but I'm totally nailing this every single day. Okay, and it's easy. I want to show you how we're doing it. In the morning when I get up, I have a smoothie. Pineapple, cucumber, kale, spinach. That's 4 fist-sized servings right there into my smoothie. Add a little bit of protein powder into that and we're good to go. I'm halfway there. Then at lunch, I have my salad. I've got some more lettuce, kale, spinach, and chard because that's my mix that I use. I've got some broccoli, some cauliflower, some shredded carrots, maybe some cherry tomatoes went in there. And then I add my seeds. I've got flax seeds, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, and my favorite, sunflower seeds. These are all in there every single day, and that is my lunch. So when I come home, dinner is the easiest meal of the day. I grab a protein, few more vegetables, maybe a carb, throw it out on the table, and voila, I've totally gotten over 10 fist-sized servings of fruits and vegetables every day. So for those of you who know me, are you laughing your butts off right now? Because we all know that actually doesn't happen, right? This is Lorraine's world, and in my reality, it doesn't always work out in that perfect day, perfect world scenario. I'm a single mom. I'm a business owner. I'm running around just like you guys are. So I apologize. That was a great big lie. That's not at all how I do this. So most of the time, yeah, I do like my smoothies. I do try to get up every morning and make a smoothie. And at the end, we're going to post a few favorites for you so that you can try to be that perfect mom or perfect person that's getting all of your fruits and veggies as well. I will admit, though, I have been frequently spotted in the Tim Hortons lineup grabbing a double-double and a bagel because guess what? Just like you, I ran out of time and I had to get out the door real fast and I didn't get my smoothie. And yeah, you may have seen that I do salad parties and I enjoy them. I love them, in fact. However, it might not be every week. It might be more like once a month. And then the next 3 weeks, I'm like, what am I going to do for lunch? Oh no, do I have any friends? Anybody want to come and make a salad with me? It takes me about another 3 weeks to get organized. And during that time, I may have been spotted in another drive-thru or having my classic grilled cheese and KD. Okay, we're not perfect. Some days the only fruits and vegetables that I do get into me are the ones that I'm getting out of my Juice Plus. So that is my real secret weapon on how I'm able to do this. Because being a single parent, running a business, isn't always that easy. Just like if you were married and a mom or a dad with 4 kids, 5 kids, 1 kid, no kids, maybe dogs, maybe cats, it doesn't matter. Our days are packed. We do a lot in a day, and we can't always have the perfect day in the perfect world every single day. Okay? So, my Jetson food, though, is my 6 little capsules that I take every single day. And in that, I do get the phytonutrients of 30 different fruits, veggies, berries, and grains. So it doesn't matter if I've missed out on a salad party or I didn't get that smoothie. I mean, I guess it does matter because I do want to be perfect every single day, but on those days that I'm not, I have that backup with me. What do I love about Juice Plus? I love that it's real food. I love that it has a nutrition label and not a supplement label. I love that it's certified for Olympic sport. I love that it's NSF certified and it's tested at 6 different levels. I love that there are no pesticides, insecticides, or herbicides. I love that there are more than 30 different fruits, veggies, berries inside of those. I love that there are 30 more peer-reviewed medical journals that will prove what it does for you. I love that the company sponsors my child at no cost to me, and she gets to take hers. And I especially love when I catch my daughter with her purple vineyard all over her teenage beautiful face. And I have to show you this picture because she's probably going to shoot me. Where did it go? She's probably going to shoot me for showing you all this, but check this. Is that backwards? Can you see? I'll zoom right in. That's what my daughter does with the purple capsules. She puts a little bit of the powder in water and she smears it on her face almost every day. She pops in and goes, "Mom, look, I'm getting my berries." She absolutely loves how that makes her skin feel. So if you're ever wondering what you can do for a mask, that's a great one. So right now I'm going to start to close up the live presentation part of our evening. I do have a video that I want to show you. I'm going to wrap up the little experiment that I've been working on over the last couple of days because I'd always heard about Juice Plus being a live food and that you would be able to prove that. And I think there was a lot of validity to doing the experiment myself. So if you just can bear with me for a couple of minutes, I'm going to flip off of live. I'm going to go back to my computer. I'm going to post you up the videos so that you can see what happens when we put 30 different fruits, veggies, berries, and grains from a capsule into a bowl of oatmeal and how that's going to work within your system. So at this time, I really want to thank you guys for coming out, for joining us so far. There's going to be some good takeaways that come up. We're going to post up a few of our favorite smoothie recipes so that you can be like me and be that perfect mom walking around with your smoothie cup and, I don't know, maybe put your double-double into a smoothie cup and pretend that it's one when you're cheating on the days like that. But I want to thank you guys for coming and for being here. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Pop into the comments feeds, pop into the party, post up your questions, get back to the person who invited you tonight. Let them know what you learned, what you didn't learn, if you're missing out on some of the information, and we will take it from there. Okay, everyone, thanks for coming out.